So day 11 is complete, and a couple of things occurred to me while doing my movement practice today. Number one, the more I do this, the easier it gets to show up for myself. Like in the last 4 or 5 days, the resistance to doing this has been minimal to none. And that's kind of cool because I started out, the reason why I kind of wanted to get into this practice and experiment anyway was to break through some of the resistance I was having around moving my body and connecting to myself in that way. So I feel like I'm making a lot of progress in that area. And the more I show up for myself, the more I prioritize this part of my day, the more trust I have with me, and that's a good feeling. And it's not to say that I won't have resistance or harder days in the future, but I think that building this muscle of showing up for myself will help on those days when it's not as easy to do that. So that's one. Number two is I am enjoying programming for myself. Initially, I had a little bit of resistance around that and was like, I just want someone else to do it for me. I don't want to have to think about it. I want to just show up and have it like figured out. And part of what I'm enjoying and what is actually not as difficult or as laborious as I thought it was going to be is like programming for myself. And I'm also breaking a lot of like traditional ways of programming that I've done in the past. I'm also acknowledging a lot of the experience that I have in working with trainers, in just being a physically active person in this world, over the course of my life, being an athlete and that kind of stuff. So I have pretty high body awareness and competence in the field of training. And so I'm able to draw on my background and my experience, both in my education and working with trainers. And my education's in exercise science. So I'm not clueless when it comes to this stuff, and I'm just giving myself credit for that, and that I can program for myself, and it doesn't have to look like what it has in the past. And so that's like another layer of like trust building, and just realization that it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be, and it's not as like painful as I was anticipating it. And so, and largely because I'm giving myself the freedom to like program for myself what I need that day. And sometimes I think the day before of what I'm going to do the following day, but and I have like a rough idea of like you know what I want to do in terms of what areas I want to move and work out. But I'm really kind of going off of like what I feel that day and what muscle groups need a break, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, that's my realization and my reflection from today's movement practice. So it's a good day.